Hello, everyone, and welcome to our next coffee break episode. It's just me this week due to schedule Tetris and being insanely busy. We recorded this a while back, and again, NGJ and I have said throughout different episodes when it applied, please excuse our not great audio quality. This is another one that was recorded a while back before we had the proper equipment and everything. But we kind of thought this was still an important one to get out there. Kind of came up organically when we were getting to know each other, when we were doing our first initial episodes together and trying to figure out what the show was going to be. So today's coffee break is about being sick at work. Now, I think every production person has at least one story about showing up to work when they shouldn't have been there, shouldn't have left the house. And, somewhere along the way, many of us, probably on the older side, were taught that the thing to do was to power through and work through it. Film deliveries aren't going to change for being sick. And people just kind of looked the other way, and just expectation was that you were there regardless of being sick. In a way, I remember also sometimes people looking at you if you took a sick day that like, oh, that's kind of like a sign of weakness. No, that's weird. Again, that was quite a while ago. No one actually benefits from people working sick. You yourself feel terrible. You're not able to be effective at your job. And then everyone around you gets sick. So Natalie and I got talking about sick days, the work from home guilt, and the strange pressure that exists in production to always be available, even when your body is very clearly telling you otherwise. I'm going to try to do my best impression of her. Okay, one moment. So without further ado, let's get into it. I actually did want to get your 2 cents just overall with work and getting sick. It's so interesting that before the pandemic, if you were sick, obviously you would be out of work and you would miss work. I do, however, remember being sick. This was years ago when I should not have been in an office, and I was asked to work because we were in crunch. It was...
Oh, God.
But, you look back on it, it's messed up. It happened. And I did have that guilt of, I really want to be in the office. However, I don't want to expose people to whatever I have. I don't know, kind of your thoughts on working while sick. I know it's never fun.
Oh, I feel strongly about not going into the office. If somebody sneezes at work, I'm like, go home if you're sick. Just go home. Don't get us all sick. Because back in the day, when exactly what you're describing, you were sort of guilted into coming into work sick, then everyone fucking got sick.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It slowed down the process. So I've been pretty fortunate that even in the before COVID times, I've worked with producers who are like, if you're sick, stay home, because it slows down the process in the end. And everyone's sick and burnt out. So I'm even more that way now. But the trick is knowing when to take a sick day and when to work remotely. Because that's always like for myself, right? I'm like,
Yep.
Should I work? Should I take a sick day? Because I can work. I don't know that I have an answer to that yet.
I do remember getting food poisoning last year from oysters. It didn't hit me until I got into the office. I sat down in our edit bay and I was like, oh no. And then someone looked at me and they're like, go lay down. Luckily, no reviews going on at that point. But we did have an exec coming in that afternoon. And basically, my edit team sent me home. And then they were like, do not drive on the highway because if you have to puke, because I was so nauseous by that point. They're like, it's better for you to puke like going home on Wilshire than it is to puke on the 10. And it was so terrible. I was so sick. And that is the only day that I can remember recently where I took a full sick day because I was puking. I have also not touched oysters to this day.
I'm glad you took your one sick day.
Thank you. As am I. I do really appreciate, though, bosses who will say, you know what, if you need that extra day off or you're traveling and you want to take an extra vacation day, just use your sick time. That's always so appreciated.
Oh, yeah. Plus, it's annoying if someone is like, no, I can work remotely. And then they're hard to reach because they're not feeling well. It's like, just take the sick day. It's so much easier than trying to figure out if you're awake.
Oh, absolutely. So with you on that.